was ever met without a little sweat. It is the size of our determination which determines our success in life. There is no force bigger than that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Aditi Ghosh and welcome to my channel InnerWorldRvealed. This is a channel on numerology and mysticism, and today we're going to discuss about the numerology birth chart once again. In my previous log, I have already covered how you could be making your numerology, your complete numerology birth chart. In this log of mine, I'm going to tell you about the patterns which indicate very strong determination, iron will, and also lack of determination in a person. Once again, determination and persistence are the two qualities which are closely related to success. Failure is out of question when you refuse to give up. However, very strong determination has to be balanced with logical thinking and reasoning. Otherwise, it falls out of place. So I'm going to begin straight away with a birth date and a birth chart. All of you who do not know how to develop a numerology birth chart, for you I have provided a link in the description box below, which will, when you click on it, it will take you straight away to the log where I have discussed how you could be making your numerology birth chart. So let us begin with it. Let us consider a birth date, say 12th of May 1991. And the birth chart to it would be like this. These three rows make the basic plane. This is the soul plane and this is the mind plane. We already know this much from the previous log. More or less, this seems to be a balanced chart. We have three numbers in the basic plane, 2 in the soul and 2 in the mind. Now, 1 stands for freedom expressed on the physical or basic plane. The number 5 stands for freedom expressed on the emotional plane, and the number 9 stands for freedom expressed in the mind plane. And when you have these three numbers, 1, 5 and 9 in somebody's profile or in a birth chart, you have a pattern for strong determination. The direction of determination would depend on the heaviest plane of expression, which out here you can see is the plane of ones. The physical plane is most strongly expressed, and to some extent it also depends on the life path number. Now, what happens if in a birth chart these three spaces are vacant? That is, the space for 1, 5 and 9 all are vacant. It doesn't apply if you have either of the values present in your birth chart. Now, this is the mind plane, this is the soul plane, and this is the basic plane. We all know that. So, numbers along this upper left-hand side form the mental components in a person, and the numbers along the lower right-hand side form the physical components in a person. And when you do not have the numbers, these three numbers in these three spaces, you have a missing connection between the two components. That is, between the mental and between the physical components, you have a missing connection. Like, say for example, if you consider the birth date 23rd of August 2002, you have this missing connection between mental and physical components in this birth chart. Now, when this happens, such a person is very indecisive. He is unable to decide. He lacks confidence in his abilities and procrastinates. In such cases, we have a hope with the name. It is important that the name balances this issue with the birth numbers. It is important to have a name where all these three areas have strong numeric values in some way. Also, as I said, having a lot of determination without a direction is equally negative. There can be times when you plan to do something and it might not go your way. And to understand this, you need to have numbers in your mind plane strongly, which helps you understand your situation. It is important to see that the individual with such strong degree of determination, a person who has all these numbers filled, at least has a good amount of numbers in the mind plane. None of us is born perfect. We are only trying our best to evolve further and further towards perfection. If you find a lopsided pattern in the birth pattern or birth chart of a child, it is easier to balance as compared to finding a pattern, the same pattern in the birth chart of an adult. Children are more easy to train. So the behavior pattern in children can be more easily managed, they can be more easily molded. Say if you see the pattern of missing determination or lack of determination in a child, you can encourage the child to make his own decisions. You can also encourage the child to complete the task that he has in hand. You have to tell him that you have to complete the task slowly and steadily, but you have to complete it by the end of the day. If you see too much of determination in a child, you cannot drive this child against his wish completely. What you have to do is you have to teach this child to be flexible and adaptable so that he can still go ahead with whatever he wishes to do. You have to give him space. It is okay to be whatever you are if you can it is okay to be whatever you are if you can strike a balance. Happiness is all that matters. So know your numbers, be your numbers, and make the most out of your numbers. Have a very good time. Bye bye.